Hello everyone, my name is Vinit Kumar. I am from Indian Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology, Shivpur. I am pursuing BTech from Department of Civil Engineering at IIST Shivpur. First of all, I would like to thank FIITJEE to giving me this opportunity to give me a lecture on a topic. So I choose mathematics. So today we will see what is an arithmetic progression. So before going to arithmetic progression, we will see what is a series and what is a sequence. So let me start from a sequence. What is a sequence? So sequence is a set of numbers which have a definite relation between them. These are not like random numbers. So sequence, we will see that it is a set of numbers which is which are connected by a relation. So let's take some examples of sequence. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 up to n number of terms. So these are some random numbers, but these numbers are connected like how 3 minus 1 give you 2, 5 minus 3 give you 2, 7 minus 5 will give you 2, 9 minus 7 is will give you 2. So the difference between the consecutive numbers is always 2. So they are following a definite pattern. So a sequence will always follows a definite pattern. So this is a sequence. Now we will see what is a series. So a series is nothing but the summation of the elements of a sequence. Like if we see this sequence and if we add the number of terms like 10 number of terms up to 10 number of terms, then we will get a series of 10 number of terms up to 10th term. So thus just the summation of the elements of a sequence will give you a series. So we will see now what is an arithmetic sequence or arithmetic progression or arithmetic series. We also call AP arithmetic progression in short form. Like in exam, you will see written AP, just AP. So what is an AP? So let me take an example. Let's take a sequence 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and this is continue up to infinite number of terms. So these numbers are connected like this. The difference between these two numbers will give you 2. The difference between these two numbers will give you 2. The difference between these numbers and so on will give you always this will be 2. So these numbers are arranged in a pattern like two consecutive numbers are giving you a common difference, a common term. So this will be a AP, arithmetic progression. So what is an arithmetic progression? It is a sequence which has a common difference between the consecutive number of terms. Let's see some more example. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is also an AP. Why? Because the difference between two consecutive terms is common. Like 10 minus 5, 10 minus 5, 5, 15 minus 10, 5, 20 minus 15, 5, 25 minus 10, 25. So the difference between the two consecutive terms is 5 in each and every case. So this is an AP of 5 number of terms. There are only 5 number of terms. A sequence can be of n number of terms, an infinite sequence, it can be infinite, and it can be a definite sequence which has a limited number of terms which are countable. Now we will see how to get the nth term of a sequence of a arithmetic progression. So like I said, there is a AP, A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus up to n number of terms. So how we will get the nth term? So if we see that this is the first term of AP, this will be the second term of AP if D is the common difference. This will be the third term of AP, and so on. It will be the fourth term. So if we see that A is the first term of the AP, A plus D, if we subtract A plus D, if we subtract A first term from this, we get D, which is the common difference. If we subtract third term, second term from the third term, A plus 2D minus A plus D, it also give you D. D is the common difference. So we can say that these terms are in AP. And if you continue this process, we will arrive that the nth term will be A plus n minus 1 into D, where D will be the common difference. So we represent nth term like Tn, nth term of this AP, A plus n minus 1 into D. Because if we see here, this will be the first term, D will be the second term, like one. If we take 1D, 2D, 3D, so it will be the second term, but it is 2D. Like here it is 2D, but it will be the third term because first term is A, second term, third term, fourth term. Then if I want to calculate the 100th term, we will see the 99 one, A plus 99 into D. Okay. So this is the nth term of the AP, formula for nth term. We can derive any term from this formula of an AP. Now we will see the sum of an arithmetic progression. Before that, we will see like if we have to assume some terms in an AP, how we will assume. So if someone says that there are three numbers, yeah, three consecutive terms of an AP, how we will take those terms. So if we have to take three numbers in AP, we just have to like we just have to see there will be a common difference in those numbers. We can assume in any way, हम किसी भी तरह से assume कर सकते हैं, हमें बस देखना है कि वहां पे एक common difference D होना चाहिए, वो कोई भी random numbers नहीं होने चाहिए. तो अगर हमें कोई भी तीन नंबर assume करने हैं जो AP में हो, तो हम उनको कर सकते हैं like A minus D, A और A plus D. तो अगर हम ये तीन नंबर को देखें तो दिस माइनस दिस विल गिव यू डी, ए माइनस ए प्लस डी हो जाएगा, दिस माइनस दिस विल गिव यू डी. So these three numbers are in AP. So we can assume these three if we have to assume three numbers in AP. Next, four numbers, if we have to assume four numbers in AP, so we can do that like that. A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 3D. If we, so the difference will be 2D, this minus this, 3D minus D will be 2D. The difference between these two numbers will give you 2D. Like this will be plus this 2D. The difference between these two numbers will give you 2D. So the common difference is same between these four consecutive numbers. So we can say that these four numbers are in AP. Okay. Now we will see sum of n number of terms in an AP. Sum of n number of terms and terms in an AP. So if this is an AP, A1, A2, A3 up to AN, so we can say that sum of this AP will be n upon 2 A1 plus AN, if AN is the last term of AP. Okay, so this is the formula for sum of n number of terms of AP. If we know this is just, we will use this formula when we will know the first term and the last term of the AP. We will use this formula to calculate the sum. Now we will see the formula for n number of terms to calculate sum of n number of terms of an AP. So n number of terms we can calculate by this formula. Sn equals to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. So this is the formula for to calculate n number of terms in an AP. How we will arrive at this formula? So we can derive this formula. To derive this formula, let's assume that sum of an AP is equals to A. This is the first term of AP, A1 plus A1 plus D. This will be the second term of AP plus A1 plus 2D. This will be the third term of AP and so on. At last, we will arrive at A plus n minus 1 into D. This will be the Second last term of the AP, last term of the AP. Okay. Now, this will be the first equation. Assume this is the first equation. If we take the sum from the last term of the AP, so we can write this equation as Sn equals to an minus plus an minus d plus an minus 2d plus an minus 3d and so on. And at last we will get an minus 1d. This will be the second equation. Now if we add these two equations, Sn plus Sn will be 2Sn. It will be C a1 plus a1 plus a1 and so on, an plus an plus an plus an and up to nth term. So we get like a1. How many a1s are these? These are n number of terms. So n a1 plus an. How many? N number of terms. So n an and d will be cancelled out. D, this one and this one will cancel out. 2d, this one plus this one will cancel out. 3d will cancel out, and n minus 1d, all difference will be cancelled out. So we will arrive at that formula. 2n equals to nan plus nan. So Sn will be, n will be common, n upon 2 a1 plus an. So this is the first term of the AP and this is the last term of the AP. So we can say that sum of an arithmetic progression will be half of the number of terms plus into first term plus last term. So this is like how can we derive the sum of formula for sum of an AP. Okay. Now let's take an example to summarize all these formulas. Okay, if there are 5 numbers in AP, 5 numbers are in AP, problem. Okay, sum of these numbers is 25. Product of these numbers is 2520, and one of the number is minus 1 by 2. So we have to find the largest number in those 5 numbers. So we have to assume 5 numbers which are in AP. So we can assume 5 numbers like that: a minus 2d. We have studied that a minus d, a plus d, and a plus 2d. So these 5 numbers are in AP, which has a common difference d. Now we know the sum of these numbers. Sum of these numbers is 5. So a 5a is equals to 25. D will all d will cancel out. This plus this. So a will be 25. So now we have arrived at the first term of the AP is 25. Okay. Now we know that the product of these 5 numbers is 25220. So product of these 5 numbers is 2520. So a minus 2d, a plus 2d. So it will be a square minus 4d square. A minus d, a plus d. It will be a square minus d square and a. So we have this equation. Now we know the first term. We have just calculated the first term, which was 5. So by putting in this equation the value of a, 5 square minus 4d square, 5 square minus d square, this will be 504. We can divide this. Now we can convert this equation into a quadratic equation, which will give you the values of d. Like this is a it will be a biquadratic equation. It will give you power 4. So 4 values of d we will get from this equation. So those 4 values, now one of the number is minus 1 by 2. So by उन 4 values से हम देखेंगे कि हमें minus 1 by 2 कौन सी value रखने से मिल रहा है इन numbers में. So जिस number से हमें minus 1 by 2 मिल जाएगा, then a we know 5, that will be the common difference d. So we can calculate these 5 numbers of this AP. So for now that's all. Thank you. Thank you so much.